All right, friends, check it out. Today we're putting to the test something that has gas-like power. It's a WORX Nitro 40-volt PowerShare Pro system. We're going to see how much we can get on a single charge, the dual batteries, 4 amp hour batteries. So let's get started. We're going to start out by taking a close look at the line trimmer itself. It has a variable speed trigger, but we're going all out power here because we've got some really tall weeds, and you can just see how it knocks it down with that 0.095 trimmer line. The second attachment we're going to be testing out is the universal 10-inch brush blade. It's a steel 3-tip blade made for the thicker stuff, like these pricker bushes here. Let's take a look at what everything looks like right out of the box. So we're also going to be testing the chainsaw accessory in this video too. So you see the dual batteries, they go right there on the end. They really don't seem to be too noticeably heavy at all. This is the universal brush blade right here, and it's reversible. It's a fairly thin blade, so it's not too heavy. And also included in this kit is the WORX shoulder pad right here. So that will attach to the orange loop there on the line trimmer right there. Now let's take a closer look at the chainsaw accessory. It has a 10-inch bar, and also included is that cover, also called a scabbard. There's a dust cover on this end right here. So it's a good idea to keep that on there when you're not using it. That orange cap right there is where you fill it with bar oil. And then it also comes with this extension accessory. I believe it's about 4 foot long. It's the DriveShare. So we're going to hook both these up and see exactly how long this entire unit can be. And you can also use this without the extension if you're not cutting anything too high above you, or also in front of you for that matter too. The very first item we're going to test out is the chainsaw accessory here. So we're going to have to fill it with oil. I tested the tension on the chain. It was really tight when it came right from the factory, so I did loosen it just a little bit. I think we're at a happy medium right there. So we just unscrew that orange cap. Now we get some bar and chain oil and start filling it. Okay, let's run some of the equipment first. You get an idea of the response time. The nice thing with this, there's no warm-up time, so once you pull the trigger, it's going full speed right away. And then if you can check right here, there's a little safety button right there before you pull the trigger. That button I just pushed to turn green, that's the eco button. That conserves the power so you can get longer battery runtime. So now we're taking the trimmer head off, and we're going to put the universal brush blade on there. So I took the batteries off the power unit itself, just think it's good practice. There's the dust cap. So this particular WORX PowerShare system right here, I haven't really had much practice with. I have reviewed some other PowerShare systems. This one so far seems to be really quick and easy to switch them out. Then you just twist it and lock it down after you get it lined up. And right there you can see I am going to put the batteries in, and I'm going to be ready to go with the brush blade. So you can go from one to the other pretty quick. See how this sounds. So now I hooked up the chainsaw accessory. You see you can maneuver around. You get that in some pretty tight spaces. So now I'm adding the extension accessory, testing this out for the first time. So this should get me pretty high up of a reach with this setup right here. It's anytime you can stand on the ground and work instead of being up on a ladder, it's really in your best interest. Whenever I run a chainsaw, I always have this helmet here on because it gives me face protection, keeps stuff out of my eyes.
ear protection, which I don't have to worry about. There's no engine with the noise, but it's just nice having these earmuffs right here when you're running a gas chainsaw. And then the hard hat up there is nice in case you're doing any cutting up above. You never know if a limb is going to come falling down or something, and you want to have protection up there. So the other thing is when I'm running a regular chainsaw, I always have some Labenville Kevlar chaps on. Today, since I'm going to be working about 5 or 6 feet away from me, I just have the Duluth Trading Company fire hose cargo work pants. They kind of feel like dress pants, so I don't know, it's kind of weird. I feel like I'm wearing like some khakis, like going out for business casual, but these are my work pants. So we're gonna go and start cutting some limbs. Let's get started.
So the chainsaw was definitely able to trim these 2 pine trees that are behind my basketball hoop. So when we miss, we have to go get the ball, we can easily get underneath the trees now, which is a lot better than before. So now I'm going to use the brush blade, and I have some really thick weeds, stuff left over from last fall, to try to work through. And now I switch over to the line trimmer so that way I can get right up next to the brick. Okay, I apologize, I lost my audio on this clip, but the brush blade right now is taking on something that looks like a small limb, and it does struggle trying to cut it. The blade's spinning just fine, but the blade style isn't really meant for cutting anything thicker than saplings and small weeds, based on my experience. But I do want to clarify that the brush blade does a nice job of getting in here and knocking those things down that I don't want to hit with my lawnmower. I can even knock some things down that are a few feet off the ground. Okay, so now how about we take a quick look at the box so that way I can get all the specs for you. Okay, so this nitro trimmer is model WG186 cordless drive share string trimmer, 40 volt max power share pro. This has 2 20 volt 4 amp hour batteries included, along with a fast dual charger. And then besides the accessories that I showed you, there's 2 other ones that you can get, the hedge trimmer and the sidewalk edger. The PowerShare battery system is the most flexible cordless tool system, so it can run a whole wide variety of other items like a chainsaw. So this has a high efficiency brushless motor, which gives you higher power, extended runtime, and a longer life. A lot of the heavier duty power tools are going to brushless motors. The cutting diameter is 15 inches. I've seen some other brands a little bit less. I've seen some other ones a little bit more. So that's right in the middle. The line diameter, 0.095. The rated no load speed, 6,000 a minute. I believe that's 6,000 revolutions. So the charging time on this, 2 hours for charging 2 batteries. So the cutting line length, you have 2 lines at 7 foot long. So I believe when this runs out, which I haven't had happen to me yet, but it looks like you individually feed each line in, and then you twist that right there to feed it, and then when you have just a little bit sticking out, then you're done. So I know you don't have to take the head off to do it, so it looks like it's a quick and easy way. I didn't see anything in the instructions that really was straightforward, but to the best of my knowledge, that's how it works. If you know something different, please put a comment down below. And then the machine weight is 11.9 pounds. I did check the overall length with the extension and the chainsaw, and it was just under 113 inches. Okay, so what do you guys think about the WORX Nitro system right here? So if you were to get the line trimmer, I'm just curious, what would be one of the first couple accessories that you would get to run with this? Would it be a chainsaw, sidewalk edger, or something else? Please put your answer down below. And my goal of this video is to put this to the test so you can see if it's right for you in case you're considering the purchase of it. And if you find this video to be interesting, helpful, and informative, please give the video a thumbs up and help support my channel.
That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.